Thank you.
Good morning. This meeting is being held in a hybrid format to enhance public participation. Instructions for virtual participation are included in the public meeting notices and may be found on the Gas Commission's website. I would like to acknowledge the presence of a quorum with the participation of Vice Chair Driscoll, Commissioner Urbania, and Commissioner McGraw. I would like to have the agenda read, marked, and entered into the record as Gas Commission Exhibit Number 1.
The Philadelphia Gas Commission will hold its regularly scheduled meeting on Tuesday, March 10th at 10 a.m. in the Commission's hearing room on the 18th floor, 1515 Arch Street, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, with a virtual option for those who cannot attend in person for the purpose of considering the Philadelphia Gas Works proposed requested FY25 and 26 budget amendment and lifespan extension request, Executive Director's Report, and such other business as may properly be brought before this commission. A link to the virtual meeting room will be posted on the commission's website so as to allow virtual attendees to participate. Christy Brady, Chair.
Thank you. The first item on the agenda is PGW's fiscal year 2025 line item lifespan extension and the fiscal year 2026 capital budget amendment requests. The procedural history of this request is detailed in the recommended decision, which was issued by Executive Director Jamela McClendon and Commission staff on February 3rd. This document will be marked as Gas Commission Exhibit Number 2. I would like to ask Ms. McClendon to provide a brief overview of PGW's fiscal year 2025 line item lifespan extension and the fiscal year 2026 capital budget amendment requests.
On December 12, 2025, the Philadelphia Gas Works filed its fiscal year 2026 capital spending forecast for the first quarter and authorized spending reports for June, July, and August of 2025. Within this filing, PGW requested 3 line item reauthorizations affecting line items from its fiscal year 2024 and 2025 budgets. These line items are as follows. Replace the 800 building main electric switchgear, South Operations Center, and vehicle replacements. PGW's requests are for the extension of time only and do not require additional funds. After Commission staff's customary due diligence and review, staff issued their recommended decision on February 3rd, 2026. In it, staff recommended that the Commission recommend that City Council approve an amendment to PGW's fiscal year 2026 capital budget to extend the line item lifespans for these 3 line items and approve a single 12-month lifespan extension for vehicle replacements as authorized by Part 1, Subpart C. 0.8 of the FY25 capital program protocols. Neither PGW nor the public advocate offered comments or exceptions to staff's recommendation. Thank you.
Thank you. We would like to provide the participants with the opportunity to make a brief presentation before we call the question to vote. First, we will hear from PGW.
Brooke Darlington will be speaking for our office. I assume she's in the room.
Yes, thank you.
Good.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Everyone can hear me? Hopefully. So I'm Brooke Darlington. I'm of counsel of the law office of Andre Desant. We represent the Philadelphia Gas Works. PGW agrees with the PGC staff's recommendation to approve the FY25-26 capital budget reauthorizations. As the Commission is aware, the requested budget reauthorizations are needed for project lifespan extensions only for these 3 projects. To quickly recap, the 3 projects are the 800 building main electric switchgear project, which requires a 1-year lifespan extension to August 31st, 2026. The vehicle replacement project that requires a 1-year extension to August 31st, 2027. And the South Operations Center that had previously received a 1-year extension and needs another 1-year extension to August 31st, 2027. By way of background, as you know, there's no opposition to this proposed budget reauthorizations. The public advocate did seek clarification regarding the manner in which PGW requests that the PGC act on its requests. The clarifications are provided in our brief. Based on that clarification and the advocate's acceptance of the same, the PGC staff approved PGW's budget reauthorization requests. And in light of that, we concur with that decision and ask that the commission approve the proposed budget reauthorizations. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Darlington. Mr. Ballinger, are there any statements on behalf of the advocate?
Thank you. Good morning, Madam Chair and Commissioners. My name is Robert Ballinger, and as you know, my role here is to represent the interests of PGW's customers. Although we did not file exceptions to the hearing examiner's recommendations concerning PGW's 2025 and 2026 capital budget line item extension requests, I would just like to offer two brief comments today. First, it is crucial to acknowledge in the context of PGW's capital budgets that both PGW and the Commission are obligated and constrained by the delegation of authority set forth in City Council's approved capital budget ordinances, including the capital program protocols, which are an instrumental part thereof. In this proceeding, and as we explained in our brief, PGW's submission was in some ways inconsistent and unclear as to the action requested from the Commission and the authority for it. We appreciate that the hearing examiners recommend that future PGW filings include supporting documentation and set forth the action requested to facilitate more efficient review. It's entirely appropriate for the Commission to set those reasonable expectations. Additionally, I just want to point out one very minor wording issue with the hearing examiner's recommendation, which unfortunately did not occur to me before. One part of the recommendation appearing on the first page is to endorse an amendment to PGW's fiscal year 2025 capital budget. And I don't believe that's what's intended, so I just want to clarify that. I believe the subsequent discussion in the recommended decision makes that very clear. But I just wanted to be clear on the record here today that there's no amendment in the sense that City Council would have to approve an amendment to PGW's fiscal year 2025 capital budget ordinance, because that's frankly impossible. What is being accomplished in the 2025 capital budget is a line item lifespan extension that's entirely in the Gas Commission's discretion to approve, provided it gives notice to City Council as discussed in the recommendation. So I just wanted to point out that probably typographical error in the recommended decision, since your motion, as I understand it, is also to adopt that recommended decision.
Yes, that sounds like a typographical error. So thank you for pointing that out.
And with that, I again acknowledge my appreciation for staff and for their hard work in overseeing the necessary review process in this matter, and I otherwise support the recommended decision. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ballinger. Next, we will take brief comments from members of the public. Comments will be limited to 3 minutes and should only address PGW's fiscal year 2025 line item lifespan extension and fiscal year 2026 capital budget amendment requests. Are there any public comments? Seeing none, are there any comments or questions from any of the commissioners at this point? Thank you all for your participation as we deliberate. All identified exhibits will be entered into the record of this meeting. This matter is now before this commission for action. Is there a motion to accept staff's recommendation to PGW's fiscal year 2025 line item lifespan extension and fiscal year 2026 capital budget amendment requests?
Accept staff's recommendation.
Is there a second to the motion?
Second.
It has been moved and properly seconded. Is there any discussion? All in favor of the motion? Aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it and the motion carries. The second item on the agenda is the Executive Director report. Ms. McClendon?
Thank you, Chair Brady. Commission staff has been primarily focused on the review of PGW's fiscal year 2027 capital budget, which was filed by PGW on January 2nd, 2026. This includes the conduct of informal discovery and a public hearing in this matter on February 19th, 2026. Both PGW and the public advocate have filed written briefs in the proceeding, and commission staff is currently in the process of drafting its recommended decision in this matter to be issued on March 17th, 2026, incorporating the aforementioned briefs as well as comments made by members of the public during the February 19th public hearing. Commission staff has also drafted a memo to the commissioners summarizing PGW's fiscal year 2025 audited financial statements, which was distributed to the commissioners on March 6, 2026, as well as testified before City Council in support of Bill number 260113, authorizing PGW to enter into an amendment to an already existing contract with Transco. Commission staff has also participated in the University of Pennsylvania Kleinman Center for Energy Policy's Energy Week and is looking forward to potentially participating in the NARUC conference coming up in Missouri. That concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The next item on the agenda is such other business as may properly be brought before this commission. Is there any other business to be brought before this commission? Seeing no other new business, I have one item. I would like to propose that any requests for additional educational opportunities for the commissioners be brought before the commission for approval and, if approved, coordinated and handled logistically by commission staff. With that, I make a motion to adopt this proposal. Is there a second to the motion?
Second.
It has been moved and properly seconded. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor of the motion?
Aye.
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 Any opposition? The ayes have it and motion carries. Is there any other business to be brought before this commission? There being no further business, I direct the Gas Commission staff and assigned counsel from the Law Department to prepare the necessary orders and resolutions resulting from today's meeting. This meeting is adjourned.